The New Kingdom period in Egypt is considered one of the most prosperous and powerful eras in Egyptian history. Spanning from the 16th century BCE to the 11th century BCE, the New Kingdom marked a time of political stability, imperial expansion, military achievements, and grand construction projects. 2. Ramses stands out as a prominent figure of the New Kingdom period and one of its longest reigning pharaohs. During the New Kingdom, pharaohs gained immense power and wealth. Military campaigns and conquests expanded Egypt's borders and bolstered its imperial might. Under the New Kingdom, Egypt's territory extended from Sudan to Palestine, exerting significant influence over neighboring kingdoms. Egypt gained control over the rich regions of Western Asia, abundant with gold, precious stones, and other valuable resources. Pharaohs of this period led grand construction projects. Temples, palaces, and monuments were erected, showcasing Egypt's grandeur and power. Ramses is particularly renowned for structures like the Abu Simbel temples, which stand as colossal testaments to Egypt's greatness. The New Kingdom period also witnessed important developments in religion and culture. Pharaohs oversaw the construction of temples dedicated to the gods and directed religious rituals. Egyptian mythology reached its peak during this period, and the polytheistic belief system became intricate and complex. In conclusion, 2. Ramses and the New Kingdom period in Egypt represent one of the most powerful and influential epochs in Egyptian history. The pharaohs of this era achieved remarkable success in political, military, cultural, and religious domains, transforming Egypt into an empire. 2. Ramses, also known as Ramses II, was born into a royal family during the 19th dynasty of Egypt's New Kingdom period. He was born around 1303 BCE, the son of Seti I, another prominent pharaoh of the time, and his queen, Tuya. As a member of the royal family, too, Ramses received an education befitting his future role as pharaoh. He learned about history, politics, religion, and military strategies, preparing him for the responsibilities that awaited him. 2. Ramses' journey to the throne began when his father, Seti I, passed away. He ascended to the throne as a young man in his early 20s, around 1279 BCE, taking on the mantle of pharaoh and assuming the duties and powers that came with the position. During his early years as pharaoh, too, Ramses faced various challenges, including threats from neighboring kingdoms and internal unrest. He quickly established himself as a capable leader and military strategist, demonstrating his prowess in warfare and diplomacy. To solidify his reign, too, Ramses embarked on a series of military campaigns to protect Egypt's borders and expand its influence. He engaged in conflicts with the Hittites, Libyans, Nubians, and other adversaries, successfully defending Egypt's territories and securing his position as a powerful pharaoh. 2. Ramses' early reign was marked by significant construction projects as well. He initiated the construction of magnificent temples, palaces, and cities throughout Egypt, including the renowned Abu Simbel temples and the Ramesseum, a mortuary temple dedicated to himself. In summary, 2. Ramses' early life was shaped by his royal heritage, education, and the guidance of his father, Seti I. Upon ascending to the throne, he faced challenges but demonstrated his leadership skills through successful military campaigns and ambitious construction projects, solidifying his status as a renowned pharaoh of Egypt. 2. Ramses, also known as Ramses II, is renowned for his notable military successes during his reign as pharaoh of Egypt. One of his most famous military engagements is the Battle of Kadesh, which took place around 1274 BCE. The Battle of Kadesh occurred between the forces of Egypt, led by 2. Ramses, and the Hittite Empire, a powerful kingdom in Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. The conflict arose from territorial disputes and the desire to control strategic regions in Syria. In the early stages of the battle, too, Ramses' army encountered a surprise attack from the Hittites. Despite being initially outnumbered and caught off guard, too, Ramses rallied his troops and displayed exceptional military leadership. He led his forces in fierce combat, personally engaging in the fighting and inspiring his soldiers with his bravery. The battle ultimately resulted in a stalemate, with neither side achieving a decisive victory. However, the Battle of Kadesh showcased, too, Ramses' military prowess and strategic abilities. It also led to a peace treaty between Egypt and the Hittite Empire, ensuring stability in the region and solidifying, too, Ramses' reputation as a skilled negotiator. In addition to the Battle of Kadesh, too, Ramses led numerous other military campaigns during his reign. He conducted expeditions into Canaan, Lebanon, and Nubia, extending Egypt's influence and securing valuable resources for the kingdom. 2. Ramses' military achievements were not limited to land campaigns. He also established a powerful navy and conducted naval expeditions in the Mediterranean Sea and along the Nile River, safeguarding Egypt's maritime interests and expanding its trade networks. Overall, too, Ramses' military successes, particularly the Battle of Kadesh, demonstrated his strategic acumen, leadership abilities, and determination to protect Egypt's borders and expand its influence. His military campaigns played a crucial role in solidifying Egypt's status as a dominant power during the New Kingdom period. 2. Ramses, also known as Ramses II, is renowned for his impressive architectural endeavors during his reign as Pharaoh of Egypt. He oversaw the construction of several monumental structures, leaving a lasting impact on Egyptian architecture. One of his most celebrated architectural achievements is the Abu Simbel temples, located in southern Egypt near the border with Sudan. The temples were carved into the mountainside and dedicated to the gods Amun, Are-Horikti, and Ta, as well as to Ramses himself. The Great Temple of Abu Simbel, dedicated to Ramses II, features colossal statues of the pharaoh seated on a throne. The temple complex is not only architecturally stunning but also holds significant historical and religious importance. Another remarkable architectural project associated with 2. Ramses is the Ramesseum, a mortuary temple built on the west bank of the Nile River near modern-day Luxor. The Ramesseum was dedicated to the pharaoh and served as a memorial and cult center for his worship. The temple complex featured massive statues of 2. Ramses, intricately decorated walls depicting scenes from his reign, and vast courtyards and halls. 2. Ramses also contributed to the expansion and embellishment of other renowned structures, such as the Temple of Karnak in Thebes. He added new sanctuaries, pylons, obelisks, and decorative elements to enhance the grandeur of the temple complex. Furthermore, 2. Ramses commissioned the construction of numerous temples and shrines throughout Egypt, honoring various gods and goddesses. His building projects extended to cities like Memphis, Pi-Ramesses, and Abydos, where he erected temples and palaces to assert his authority and reinforce the religious and cultural identity of Egypt. The architectural achievements of 2. Ramses reflect not only his personal glory but also the grandeur and power of the New Kingdom period in Egypt. His structures stand as testaments to the advanced engineering skills, artistic sensibilities, and religious devotion of the ancient Egyptians. In conclusion, 2. Ramses' architectural legacy includes the awe-inspiring Abu Simbel temples, the majestic Ramesseum, and his contributions to other significant structures in Egypt. His ambitious building projects continue to captivate visitors and inspire admiration for the architectural achievements of ancient Egypt. Ramses II was not only a skilled military leader but also a shrewd diplomat. Throughout his reign as Pharaoh of Egypt, he engaged in diplomatic endeavors to maintain peace, strengthen alliances, and expand Egypt's influence on the international stage. One of 2. Ramses' significant diplomatic achievements was the peace treaty he negotiated with the Hittite Empire following the Battle of Kadesh. Despite the initial conflict, 2. Ramses recognized the need for stability in the region and pursued diplomatic channels to secure a peaceful resolution. The resulting treaty, known as the Treaty of Kadesh, established a lasting peace between Egypt and the Hittites, setting a precedent for future diplomatic relations. 2. Ramses also sought diplomatic ties with other neighboring kingdoms and empires. He engaged in diplomatic marriages, strategically marrying his daughters to foreign rulers to forge alliances and strengthen political bonds. These unions not only solidified diplomatic relations but also served as a means of promoting trade and fostering cultural exchange between Egypt and other nations. One notable diplomatic marriage involved 2. Ramses' daughter, Bintenath, who was married to the Hittite king, Hattusili III. This union helped to solidify the peace treaty between Egypt and the Hittites, symbolizing the diplomatic reconciliation between the two powers. 2. Ramses also engaged in diplomatic correspondence with other major empires and kingdoms of the time, such as the Assyrians and Babylonians. These exchanges involved diplomatic letters and gifts, promoting diplomatic ties, and demonstrating Egypt's diplomatic prowess. Furthermore, 2. Ramses used his diplomatic skills to navigate complex political situations in the region, mediating disputes between rival kingdoms and working towards peaceful resolutions. His diplomatic efforts aimed to maintain stability, prevent conflicts, and ensure the prosperity of Egypt and its allies. In summary, 2. Ramses' diplomatic endeavors played a crucial role in Egypt's international relations during his reign. His successful negotiations, particularly the peace treaty with the Hittite Empire, showcased his diplomatic acumen and contributed to a period of relative stability and prosperity in the ancient Near East. Ramses II left a significant cultural and religious impact on ancient Egypt during his reign as pharaoh. He played a pivotal role in shaping Egyptian mythology and the temple belief system, leaving a lasting legacy in religious practices and beliefs. Under Ramses' patronage, Egyptian mythology reached its zenith, becoming more intricate and complex. The pharaoh himself sought to align his reign with the divine and reinforce his divine status. He claimed a close connection to the gods and depicted himself in reliefs and inscriptions, engaging in rituals and receiving blessings from deities. 2. Ramses commissioned the construction and renovation of numerous temples dedicated to various gods and goddesses. These temples served as centers of religious worship and played a crucial role in propagating the pharaoh's divine authority. He directed religious ceremonies, oversaw the priesthood, and ensured the proper functioning of the temple cults. The belief system during Ramses' reign was deeply rooted in polytheism, with numerous gods and goddesses worshipped throughout Egypt. 2. Ramses himself was venerated as a god-king, embodying the divine power and ruling with the mandate of the gods. The temples erected during his reign were adorned with intricate reliefs and inscriptions depicting divine rituals, religious stories, and the pharaoh's divine connection. 2. Ramses' devotion to Amun, the king of the gods, is particularly notable. He sought to reinforce Amun's position and elevate the god's status by constructing and enhancing temples dedicated to Amun, such as the Temple of Karnak in Thebes. The wealth and resources poured into these projects reflected the importance of Amun in the religious and political landscape of Egypt. Furthermore, 2. Ramses' reign witnessed the continuation and preservation of religious traditions and rituals. He ensured the restoration of ancient temples and the revival of religious ceremonies that had been neglected over time. Through his patronage, the temple belief system thrived, allowing priests to carry out their duties and maintain the religious customs of the kingdom. In summary, 2. Ramses' cultural and religious influence on ancient Egypt was significant. His patronage of temples, dedication to the gods, and his portrayal as a divine ruler shaped Egyptian mythology and the temple belief system. His reign marked a period of heightened religious devotion and artistic expression, leaving a lasting impact on the religious practices and beliefs of ancient Egypt. Ramses II had a rich and complex personal life, characterized by his numerous wives, extensive royal family, and the dynamics of ancient Egyptian royal households. 2. Ramses had several wives throughout his lifetime, reflecting political alliances, diplomatic ties, and dynastic considerations. One of his most prominent wives was Nefertari, who held a significant place in his heart. Nefertari was highly revered and regarded as one of the most beloved queens of ancient Egypt. She was portrayed in various reliefs and statues alongside Ramses, highlighting their deep bond and shared responsibilities. In addition to Nefertari, Ramses had other principal wives, including Isetnofret and Mathornefer. These marriages were strategic in nature, aimed at forging alliances with noble families or solidifying political relationships. 2. Ramses also had numerous concubines and secondary wives, who played varying roles within the royal household. These relationships often resulted in the birth of children who held royal status but might not have inherited the same level of influence as those from principal wives. In terms of his children, 2. Ramses had a vast progeny. He is believed to have fathered over 100 children, although not all of them survived to adulthood. His children held important positions within the royal court, and many were married off to secure political alliances or consolidate power. Among Ramses' notable children were his sons Amun-her-Kapeshef, who was designated as his successor, and Merneptah, who eventually ascended to the throne after Ramses' death. His daughters, including Bintenath, Merit-Amen, and Nebutai, were married off to foreign rulers as part of diplomatic marriages, strengthening Egypt's ties with other kingdoms. 2. Ramses' family life extended beyond his immediate family members. As a pharaoh, he was part of an extensive royal lineage and had connections to previous pharaohs and esteemed ancestors. He revered his ancestors and carried out religious rituals and ceremonies to honor their memory and seek their guidance. In summary, 2. Ramses' personal life was characterized by his multiple wives, extensive offspring, and the complex dynamics of ancient Egyptian royal households. His marriages served political, diplomatic, and dynastic purposes, while his children held important roles within the royal court and played a part in shaping Egypt's future. In the later years of his long reign, 2. Ramses, also known as Ramses II, faced the challenges that come with aging and the eventual transfer of power. Despite his advanced age, he continued to exert influence and play an active role in the affairs of Egypt until his death. 2. Ramses passed away around 1213 BCE, having ruled Egypt for approximately 66 years. His death marked the end of an era, as he was one of the longest reigning pharaohs in Egyptian history. The circumstances surrounding his death are not entirely clear, but it is believed that he died in his 90s. Following 2. Ramses' death, his son Merneptah assumed the throne and became the next pharaoh of Egypt. Merneptah had already been appointed as co-regent during 2. Ramses' later years, which allowed for a relatively smooth transition of power. Merneptah continued his father's policies and maintained Egypt's influence on the international stage. 2. Ramses' legacy is significant and multifaceted. He is regarded as one of the most powerful and influential pharaohs in Egyptian history, known for his military successes, architectural achievements, and diplomatic endeavors. His military campaigns, particularly the Battle of Kadesh, showcased his strategic abilities and secured Egypt's borders, ensuring stability and expanding its sphere of influence. 2. Ramses' architectural projects, such as the Abu Simbel temples and the Ramesseum, stand as enduring symbols of his grandeur and the advanced engineering skills of ancient Egypt. Furthermore, 2. Ramses' diplomatic efforts, including the peace treaty with the Hittite Empire, helped establish a period of relative stability and fostered cultural exchange in the region. 2. Ramses' reign also witnessed advancements in art, literature, and religious practices. His patronage of the arts and promotion of religious rituals and beliefs left a lasting impact on Egyptian culture. In the years following 2. Ramses' death, Egypt experienced a gradual decline in power and influence. The subsequent pharaohs faced challenges from external forces, including invasions and the weakening of central authority. However, 2. Ramses' legacy continued to resonate, and he remained a revered figure in Egyptian history and mythology. In conclusion, 2. Ramses' final years marked the end of a remarkable reign that left an indelible mark on Egypt's history. His death signaled a transition of power to his son Merneptah, and his legacy as a military leader, architect, diplomat, and patron of the arts endured long after his passing, shaping the cultural and political landscape of ancient Egypt. Ramses II left behind a remarkable legacy in the form of his architectural works, which continue to captivate people and play a significant role in Egyptian history and tourism. One of his most renowned architectural achievements is the Abu Simbel temples, located in southern Egypt near the border with Sudan. The temples were carved into the mountainside and dedicated to gods like Amun, Are-Horikti, and Ta, as well as to Ramses himself. These temples, with their colossal statues, intricate carvings, and stunning architectural design, attract tourists from around the world. The Abu Simbel temples are not only a testament to 2. Ramses' grandeur but also an embodiment of ancient Egypt's advanced engineering skills and artistic sensibilities. Another notable architectural work associated with 2. Ramses is the Ramesseum, his mortuary temple situated on the west bank of the Nile River near Luxor. Although partially ruined today, it still retains fragments of its massive statues and intricate relief carvings. The Ramesseum served as a memorial to 2. Ramses and a center for his worship during ancient times. Today, it stands as a testament to the pharaoh's grandiose vision and provides a glimpse into the architectural splendor of the past. 2. Ramses' impact on Egyptian history extends beyond his architectural works. As one of the most powerful pharaohs of the New Kingdom period, his military campaigns and diplomatic efforts left an indelible mark. The Battle of Kadesh, in which he faced the Hittite Empire, has become a legendary event, highlighting his strategic prowess and establishing a foundation for future international relations. In terms of tourism, 2. Ramses' works and his historical significance play a crucial role in attracting visitors to Egypt. The monuments and temples associated with his name, including those at Abu Simbel, Luxor, and other ancient cities, draw tourists eager to explore Egypt's rich cultural heritage. These sites not only showcase the grandeur of 2. Ramses' reign but also provide insights into the religious beliefs, architectural achievements, and artistic excellence of ancient Egypt. Moreover, 2. Ramses' cultural and historical impact extends beyond the borders of Egypt. His name and achievements continue to be studied and revered by Egyptologists and historians worldwide, contributing to a deeper understanding of ancient civilizations and their legacies. In conclusion, 2. Ramses' architectural works, such as the Abu Simbel temples and the Ramesseum, along with his military campaigns and diplomatic endeavors, have made an enduring impact on Egyptian history and tourism. His contributions to ancient Egypt's cultural and architectural heritage attract visitors from all corners of the globe, fostering an appreciation for the richness and grandeur of the ancient world.